What's going on, everybody? The original Mako, a little bit of lag there. The original Mako back with some Gunfire Reborn content and a little bit different today. As you can tell, my voice is still a little bit off, but I'm close enough to 100% that I feel comfortable talking again and making videos, and I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, hopefully. And hopefully there'll be regular content coming out for the next little bit of time because it was COVID, so I have to quarantine until the 16th, which is a little bit over another week. So yeah, should be regular content this week. Anyways, it's not the point. The point today is I just want to have a quick talk about what Gunfire Reborn kind of needs to do, and they need to do it soon. And first of all, I want to say the devs are doing a really good... The devs are doing a really good job of, keeping an influx of content. There's a lot of new stuff coming. They set the roadmap out. They're getting ready for doing all the roadmap stuff, leading to the full release of the game, which is coming in the fall of this year. So that's only about 6 to 8 months away. Probably not 8 months. That'd be closer to winter. 6-7 months-ish away. So they got a lot to do, and I get that. But here's where I'm at. I'm going to keep playing the game, obviously, all the way through full release. But it's getting harder and harder to make really good content other than like an all-weapon challenge or any other just challenges that I have to set for myself, because we've already done a bunch of synergies with the new hero, with old heroes. Like, I have a lot of really good synergy videos up. All-weapon challenge is something I can do until I run out of weapons. And I mean, obviously I could just play, and I can set other challenges. Like, if you watch my stream, I have the Nightmare, No Scroll, No Ascension challenge. That one is a fun one to try to do because of how difficult it is, and probably won't finish that one for a while. So, like, there's challenges I can set myself to change the runs and get good content. But I think I got spoiled a little bit when I first started playing Gunfire, because every month, at the end of the month, for probably 5 or 6 months, you could expect there to be an update with either new weapons, new scrolls, there was something new to the game. This has kind of gone out the wall recently. Updates are just major updates are just less often. Updates in general are just less often. If I can, let me double check here real quick, just so I can make sure I've got my dates right and I don't want to say stuff that's not true. So the most recent update was February 25th, which was almost 2 weeks ago now. And the most recent update before that, yes, I know, was February 4th, 3 weeks before the 25th. So they had their major update at the end of January with the new hero and the new boss and new weapons, stuff like that. Then they had an update a little bit after that on the 4th, a very small update, just fixing some stuff. And then they had 3 weeks and then another really small update, just fixing stuff. And then nothing since then. When they used to have there was some sort of new content monthly. That's how you keep a first-person shooter roguelike alive that doesn't have New Game Plus or like leaderboard functionality. There has to be some way to get people to want to keep replaying, or even there's no procedurally generated runs. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what's going to happen every single run on a baseline level. If you have a roguelike that's procedurally generated, then the map's different every single time, which in its own right makes the game completely replayable. But right now, Gunfire does not have any New Game Plus, so when your run's over, you can't restart with the same weapons and scrolls and keep going on harder difficulties. There's no leaderboards to make you want to try to beat a certain higher score. There are stats like highest damage in a run and highest total damage, but those are really only achievable on certain characters. So that's not even like broadening the game out. So there's no leaderboard, and now there's not even monthly new content coming into the game. What I wish it would have done is when they release the new hero, obviously the new bow, the Strike Wing, works really well with the new hero. Release them together, cool. But save the Flowing Light and maybe get one more weapon ready and release that at the end of February. Save those for the end of February. Like, even if it's just 1-2 weapons and a couple of scrolls, maybe. Even if they're doing like balance changes, that at least changes the game a little bit. I mean, you don't always need to be balancing things, but usually there's stuff that could use some buffs, and usually there's some stuff that could use a little bit of a nerfs. So tweaking those around a little bit would even change the game some. Because maybe they buff a weapon that you would never pick up, and now you're like, oh, I want to go in with all these different characters and try this weapon now that it's been buffed. So it gives you another reason to come back and play the game. Right now, there's very little in-game reason for somebody like me who's got 500 hours in the game to go back and keep playing other than to make content, which is what I'm going to do, and I'm still enjoying making content, don't get me wrong, obviously. I just want Gunfire to be releasing, like, don't let the game die. They're on to something good here. They're doing a really good job with it. Don't let it die. I know they've got a lot of stuff to prepare for. I get it. But right now, in the game, for the people that have played this game a lot and have everything unlocked and have done all the synergies and all that type of stuff, there's no real reason to keep going. If I wasn't making content, I probably wouldn't be playing Gunfire very often until new things come out, and then I'd spend another week or two playing, and then I'd stop. Until they get a new game plus or a leaderboard, there needs to be regular content influx into the game and constant balancing of weapons at all times. Because without it, the people who play a lot are going to get uninterested quicker than they would if you were giving that constant influx. Every month is almost perfect. You give players a month to get the new stuff in, to try out all the new synergies. For the people that don't play it constantly, a month is a long time to still get the new stuff in and have some time to play with it so you don't feel overwhelmed by the content. But for the people who do play it all the time, you're getting new stuff to mess around with every month, and you have an entire month to do whatever you can with the new content, the new scrolls, the new weapons, try to break them, try to bust them, make your opinions on them, and then get ready for the next batch, next month. I know, with the whole roadmap that they've got going on here, the next one they're preparing for is summer 2021, which is only a couple months. A new boss, new weapons, new hero, Talent 2.0, new scrolls. Talent 2.0, I'm sure, is not easy. Hopefully it's in depth. And another new boss and new weapons and another new hero. That's a lot of stuff they got to get ready for. But maybe spread some of that content out. Spread it out a bit more. Don't just throw everything at one update and then wait 3 months to give new content. If you spread that content out, yes, it's the same amount, but it feels like there's more almost. You feel like there's, because of how often they're updating it with a major update that adds new stuff, it feels like there's more to do and there's constantly something to be trying and testing out and all that type of stuff. So personally, that's just what I want to see with Gunfire. I think it's still in a good spot, and I still think it's a great game, and I think the devs are really doing a good job. I want to emphasize that. But as somebody who plays it a lot, and I'm sure some of you might feel the same way, if you do, let me know in the comments, or if you disagree, let me know. Maybe you play it a lot, you played about as much as me, you've played a couple hundred hours, and you're still constantly finding new things to do. But for me, finding new synergies just doesn't, like, I have to be doing a challenge at this point. I can't just do normal runs because I've done everything there really that interests me in doing normal runs. So, I mean, obviously there's like speed running and stuff like that, but I just think there needs to be, if they could just try to go back to like monthly updates that add new content. Personally, that's just what I want to see. Sorry, like I said, I'm still a little bit sick, and I can barely even hear myself because my ears are popped, like from the congestion, and they haven't unpopped because I'm still congested. So I'm sure I sound really annoying with my voice and stuff, but hopefully it's back to normal soon. But let me know what you guys think, for real, in the comments. If you're a new player to the game, just let me know how you're enjoying it so far. If you play it, you don't play it all the time, but you play it a decent amount, let me know what you think. If you play it all the time, you're on it every single day, let me know what you think. I want to know what all you guys have to say, and I just wanted to have a back and forth about, just where I feel the game is and what my stance and stuff is and what I want them to do with it. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say. I'm going to be very excited to see the comments on this video, but make sure to check out the links in the description, twitch.tv/theoriginalmako. If you're watching this as it's up, I'm probably live right now, which doesn't normally happen with YouTube videos, but it's going to be a weird week. And then second YouTube channel, Valheim content on there if you enjoy Valheim, and some other stuff. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you've been enjoying the content. I really appreciate all your support. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I love each and every one of your faces, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.